I'm Rose, and this is
Heidi.
This is Heidi. And we're going to be doing 3 reviews on 3 different documentaries. We're first going to do a review on the movie King Corn. Then we're going to do a review on the movie Hunt for the Super Twister. And lastly, we're going to do a review for
Chances of the World Changing. The Ninja Turtles.
So first, let's start off with King Corn. Heidi, what did we learn?
Did you know humans are basically made of corn? Nearly everything you eat.
Hamburgers, syrup, candy, power bars, energy drinks, soda, everything, cereal, chips.
Have corn in it.
And Iowa
And other mid-US states.
has a lot of corn
It's mostly genetically modified.
to be able to grow closer together and to be resistant to herbicides.
Yeah, what? You can't do that.
You can't even eat raw corn.
Not only does it taste like uck, but it...
Tastes like mush.
And mush is not a taste, it's a texture.
Right. So Heidi, moving on to more important things, what did you like about the movie? What was your favorite part?
I really liked the corn animation. So they did stop animation on a map of the United States, and they made a pile of little corn kernels that were over Iowa. They then had stop animation to show where the corn went, how much was produced, and other stuff.
I liked the corn animation too. I thought it was very creative, and I thought they did it at the right angle. They had the animation done from a bird's eye point of view, and you could see where the kernels were going and how they spread. How long do you think it took for them to do that?
I don't know. However long it took to sit and watch that corn grow.
Yeah, I know. All right, so.
I don't know where we are.
Oh, shit. I mean, shoot. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Can you repeat that right there?
About however long it took to grow that corn.
Which is what they did most of the movie.
Yeah, that was fun. And they interviewed farmers.
Hillbillies. They love corn.
Corn's my life. I love corn.
We've been living here for generations.
So, the interviews were boring, to say the least. Some were with scientists. Oh, no, that's you. Damn it.
Oh, here.
Okay, so some interviews were boring, to say the least. Nothing new really came from one to the next.
Though some interviews were with scientists and economists, and they had a lot of information.
Like the history of regulation of farming.
And also the history of corn. And how it was regulated, and until the new Secretary of Agriculture came.
And now the idea, from then to present, is to grow as much corn as you can.
Which makes the market value of corn decrease.
Sad. Very sad. So what did we think of the movie itself?
Well, the music I thought was perfect for... Would you like to get by?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. I just want to ruin the movie.
Don't worry, we're going to be cutting stuff out anyway. Yay, people's legs in our movie. All right, so I thought the music was perfect for the setting of where they were. Yes, it was country music with like banjos and stuff like that, but I thought it was a perfect way to reflect on where they were and what they were doing. And basically, they were like hillbillies, growing corn, strumming damn banjos. I thought the camera angles were pretty, I guess, typical.
Typical.
Yeah.
A lot of stop action.
Mm-hmm.
Some timed pictures from, one day to the next of how fast the corn grew. That was about the most interesting shot. Nothing really creative with the camera or the filming. With the filming, yeah.
What about the acting and the composure of the film itself?
I thought everyone was very professional, besides the hillbillies.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty interesting. They didn't really seem to be acting. They seemed like they were really interested in what they were doing, even though, I wasn't.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I think that they weren't really acting. I think they were just mostly being themselves. You couldn't tell if there was a script that they were reading from a script because the way it was done was so natural and it flowed.
I think they knew what they wanted to say.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so the music fit the setting.
Mm-hmm.
Not really my type of music. Not saying they should change it. It went well. I just stopped listening when it came on.
Nice. So, your favorite part of the film was a still picture of the corn growing. That was my favorite part. I loved that. Because it was kind of
the
like...
most interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of like, when you see, like, nature going by in, like, a nature movie, for instance.
Or the clouds.
Or the
overhead.
clouds, yeah.
Those are pretty.
Changing colors and stuff like that. It was kind of like that, except with corn. Yeah, corn.
Yeah, way cool.
Yeah, totally.
What was not cool was the picture of a cow alive in a machine.
Yeah.
That, some sort of hole in its gut, and they reached in and grabbed the stuff and
And showed us the nasty. That was nasty.
yeah.
It was like, what was that stuff?
I don't know, but you could like see through the hole because it was like this big, and you could see their guts. And
It was really
it was
gross.
pink, and it wasn't bleeding.
That wasn't necessary.
Are they just born with that hole? Because
that
it didn't
wasn't-
look like it.
No. Mm-mm. And then I looked into that actually, and apparently they like give the cows morphine so they don't feel them digging a hole in the
Yeah,
gut.
'cause the cow was conscious. It was like,
Oh yeah,
"Yes."
it was sitting there like, yo, what's up? What's good? What's good? Yeah, I have a hole in my stomach.
But I don't know. I don't feel it.
I don't feel it.
Ew.
That was really nasty.
Okay, are we done?
Yes. So that was our first review of King Corn.
Eee.
Yay.